Okay, we're all set up again.
Covering Mayflies.
And that's a Mayfly.
Almost July flies.
They are everywhere. They're not that bad though. We didn't leave any lights on last night, so they didn't really swarm our RV. Those are all Mayflies. Mom, there's these heckin' bugs everywhere. And yes, they're everywhere. And yes, it could be worse. And yes, you occasionally can wake up to your RV, tent, restaurant. You could wake up to them completely swarming and covering. However, that being said, the good thing about Mayflies, even though they bother Bayo, you don't like Mayflies, do you? No, Mom. The good thing about the Mayflies is they don't bite, they don't sting, they live for one day and then they die. The worst part about Mayflies is, well, number one, some people actually can be allergic to them, and number two, when they die, sometimes you do have to walk over their dead bodies and it's gross.
That's a Mayfly swarm.
That's what the Mayflies look like when they swarm. The camera's kind of picking them up. The Mayflies really only come out and swarm like this at night. This happened to us thankfully as we were finishing our evening meal, trying to watch the sunset, and all of a sudden we noticed there's just this black cloud coming in off the lake, and it happened to be a Mayfly swarm. During the day in the sunlight, the Mayflies really aren't out at all. It's really only at night, and unfortunately, since they only live for about a day, when they die where they are, it can create just mass piles of dead bugs around lights. So it's really better if you live near Mayflies to just keep all of your lights off. A lot of people in the Facebook groups always ask, oh my god, are the Mayflies bad? Should I cancel? Is it Mayfly season yet? My response is I wouldn't cancel because of these bugs. I would honestly rather deal with Mayflies than mosquitoes, because Mayflies don't bite. And yeah, they swarm, but they really only come out at night and in the morning you see them. But other than that, they're not really hurting anyone. They're not really bothering anyone being on campers or RVs. It's kind of up close to a Mayfly. They exist on all the Great Lakes. Really any freshwater lake, actually. They're around the whole world. There are several different species of Mayflies. The Mayflies can only really hatch if the lake is healthy though. And them hatching, I mean, everything eats them. Birds, the frogs. So their whole purpose is to hatch, breed, and then die. To try to breed before they die. So you get millions and millions of them, but they're not really hurting anyone.